Hi, this is Easy Peasy, and it's late and I'm getting ready to go to bed for the evening. But I thought I'd do a tutorial on hair oiling. I'm trying to grow my hair to a certain length, and my hair is also very dry, coarse, and curly. So even though I take a shower every day, I only wash my hair once every 4 days. So it's 2 days down, then I usually wear it 2 days back, because my hair is so dry you can't tell I haven't washed it. Then on the night before I'm going to wash it, I use this product, coconut oil. I find it at my regular grocery store in the health food section. And it's expeller pressed organic coconut oil. And it comes in a solid form, like this. You can see I've had this jar for a while, and I've used quite a bit. What you do, this is a great treatment for your hair, even if you're not trying to grow it or keep it a certain length, even if you just want a nice deep conditioning treatment. What I do is I separate my hair. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to sleep on it. So it just has to be kind of separated. And the reason I'm separating my hair is because after I oil my hair, I'm going to braid it so it doesn't get my sheets all gunky. So I separate my hair, and I have 2 ponytail holders for the ends. I have a wide tooth comb for combing, of course, and I have a boar bristle brush for working it into the ends. Okay, let's start. I'm going to take a chunk of the stuff. I'm just digging it out with my thumbnail. I'm taking a pretty good chunk because I have really thick hair, so it takes a lot. And you just warm it between your hands. And yeah, you're going to get oily, but you can just use the excess on your knees or your elbows. This is a great treatment for skin and hair. And you can cook with it too, but I wouldn't cook with the same one that you're taking your sticking your hands into all the time. Then I am putting the oil right into my hair. And some people might be thinking, you're putting oil in your hair. Gross, I wash my hair to get the oil out. Well, I do too. I'm going to wash this out in the morning. But coconut oil is actually one of the few oils that can penetrate all the way to the inner part of the hair, which I think is called the cortex. So it can penetrate past the cuticle of the hair, which is the part that gets all roughed up, into the cortex to nourish the hair. So I'm just rubbing it through. Then I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and comb it through. You notice I'm not really putting it at the roots because I don't want my roots to be too oily. Even though I'm going to wash it out in the morning, I don't really want to have a buildup of oil at the root. Then to treat these ends even more, I'm going to take a little bit more, warm it up between my fingers, and just do just the ends. And you can see my hair is actually looking wet from this, but that's good. That's the way it's supposed to look. Then I'm going to take my boar bristle brush and just comb it so that it gets every strand at the end. And if you want a nice shiny braid, put a little bit of coconut oil in your hair and look at that shine. A lot of times I'll put a little bit of coconut oil in my hair after I get out of the shower, just at the ends, and you can't tell that there's oil in there. It's just like you're putting a gel in your hair. Now I'm going to braid my hair. I'm just going to English braid it. Does not have to be particularly neat or fancy. You could do whatever you want. I mean, you could do a really complicated 5-strand, 6-strand braid if you wanted to, but since I'm just going to bed and I'm going to sleep on it, I want it to be nice and flat and just kept out of the way so I don't get oil all over my sheets and all over my face. Okay, so we're braiding. This is a nice Pocahontas look, or a Willie Nelson look. Braid down as far as you can because this is actually a protective hairstyle. For those of you who have really long hair or are trying to grow your hair longer, sleeping in braids is a great way to keep your hair from getting so tangled up, therefore not ripping it to shreds the next morning when you're trying to detangle it. Okay, so you can see I'm almost at the end. My hair has been so much healthier since I've been doing this treatment. It's amazing the difference, really. The hair at the ends is still a little dry because I'm cutting that off slowly as my hair grows out. But the hair from about here up is so much stronger, shinier, and healthier. Just tying it off with a ponytail holder. Okay, there's one side done. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Once again, take my coconut oil, scrape out a big glob. You can see it comes out solid, almost like a wax. But as soon as you put the heat of your hand to it, here I'll show you, it turns very oily. And you're just going to rub this, start at the ends, and rub this into your hair. Try to distribute it as evenly as possible, trying to coat every strand. Take your wide tooth comb, start detangling at the bottom. If you start from the top like that, you're just going to pack the tangles in tighter, like right in the middle of your hair. But if you start from the bottom, you're going to pull them out gently the higher you go. Okay, now I'm going to give a little extra treatment to my ends. It's going to take another tiny, small chunk this time. Rub it between my fingers to warm it up and make it pliable and liquidy. Gather my hair, and I'm just going to really saturate those ends, because that's the part of your hair that has the most exposure and gets the most damage from the elements and just from life if you heat style or anything like that. I'm taking my boar bristle brush and really working that into the ends, smoothing out those ends. And now I'm just going to braid this side as well. Now if you wanted to sleep in a sleep cap, or if you wanted to wrap your hair in like a warm towel to really make it penetrate, you could do that. But I'm just gonna braid it and sleep in it. So this is a ritual for me right before I wash my hair. Honestly, I could probably go 2 weeks without washing my hair and you wouldn't be able to tell, because my ends are so dry that they soak up any of the sebum that's secreted at the root, and it just brushes through. Okay, I'm getting to the end. I mean, it's not like the most attractive, sexy look in the world. I wouldn't go out of the house like this, although I'm showing it to millions of people on YouTube. Which is kind of ironic. Whoops, I kind of undid it. Okay, I still have some layers growing out on this side, so that's about as far down as I can go right there. Tie it off. Okay, now with the extra that I have on my hands, I didn't put any up here. I'm just going to smooth this into the front of my hair. Oops. Smooth this into the front of my hair, because I tend to get really dry right at the front, but I'm not going to put any at the part or anything in the back. So that's Hair Oiling 101. Thanks for watching. Bye.